Travefy's new professional invoicing feature streamlines the payment process by allowing you to create and send polished invoices to clients, securely collect credit card details through an authorization form, and use those payment details to pay your suppliers. It's built to simplify how you collect payments, enhance your transparency, and keep everything neatly organized in one place. To get started, you'll want to select one of your trips. And from here, you can select the Add New button down below and select Supplier Invoice. From here, you'll have the Supplier Invoice page pull up, and you can start to input your details. If you have any prices that you've included on your itinerary or proposal, you can select which itinerary you would like to have an invoice auto-populated from. And from here, then select Auto-Populate Invoice. This is going to take all of the events that I've attached a price to and total everything up for me. You can go ahead and you can input additional descriptions as well if you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and put in some quick description right here. Once done, you can continue on down the line. If you need to adjust the quantity, you can do this as well. For instance, let's say the accommodation price needs to be doubled because 2 travelers are staying in that cruise cabin. We can go ahead and we can click the arrow to up the quantity, or you can always delete it out and type in the specific quantity that you want to have input there. From there, it's going to multiply this number by 2, and it's going to add that price in down below. If you need to add any additional line items, you can always select Add Item, and you can manually input the items yourself. Let's go ahead and put in a cruise deposit. Let's put in a description. We'll leave the quantity as 1, and we'll input a price of $150. To the right, you're also going to notice where you can decide what currency you would like to have this listed in for your invoice page. For today, we'll leave it as USD. As you scroll down further, if you would like to only show the total amount versus every specific line item, you can choose to select Only Display Total. If you would like to allow your clients to pay on a payment schedule, you can select the box Use Payment Schedule. From here, let's go ahead and input some details. I'm going to allow my clients to pay in 2 installments. I'm going to select Add Installment before I decide to add in those specific details. First things first, let's put in the description. We can decide then our due date, and we can also decide the specific amounts that we want to have installed. For this first one, I'm going to put in $150. I'm also going to change that due date, and I'm going to have it as April 18th. Next, let's move on to the second installment. You can put as many installments as you want onto a payment schedule, but for simplicity, we'll stick to 2 today. Just as before, we'll put in a due date. And now, as you can see, we need to make sure that this totals correctly. We only have 150, so now we need to add in the rest. As you can see, it's now all totaled correctly. As I scroll down below, you'll notice where you can add in your own terms and conditions, which I recommend putting in, and you can also attach as many documents as you need to as well. Before sending, you can also choose to preview the invoice page that your clients will see. Let's go ahead and select Preview up at the top, and this here is what your clients are going to see. They'll be able to see their remaining balance, everything that they've authorized so far, as well as each individual line item. They'll be able to see their payment schedule if you are introducing a payment schedule, and they'll be able to see what next payment they can choose to authorize. Back on this page, whenever you are done previewing it and you're ready to send this off to a client, you can select the Send option, and from here, put in everybody you need to pay this individual invoice. Let's go ahead. I'm going to put in a client's name. You can choose to CC yourself, and you can include a custom message if you would like. Once done, let's go ahead and send the email. Once we've sent that off, we can go to the recipient area, and we can see when this was sent on, and if we need to, we can always resend it to this individual. We'll also be able to see when they've last viewed it or when we sent it. This is just going to give you some helpful insights on if they viewed it or not. Here's a bit of what your client's going to receive to their email. If you had included a custom message, it'll show right here, and they'll be able to select View Invoice. As you can see, here's what that invoice page looks like. They can see the remaining balance that is due, those line items, as well as that payment schedule. They can choose which payment that they want to authorize, and if they want to move on to any next payments. You'll also notice a custom amount option. If they want to put money towards an amount a little earlier before that deadline, they can. For instance, this is due May 15th, and if they want to pay $100 towards this, they can go ahead, choose the custom amount, enter in that amount that they'd like to do, and from here, add in their payment method. When they select Add Payment Method, they'll be presented with this, and they can enter in their billing details and address. Once done, they'll be able to sign off to your terms and conditions in an electronic email. I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like. As you can see, we are now authorizing that $100 custom amount. We put in some card details, and they can sign off on this. They'll select Authorize, and once done, here is what that invoice page is looking like. You can see the total that we've authorized so far, which is that $100. We can see that remaining balance that's due, and we can move on to any additional payments. In addition to all of that, your clients are going to receive a PDF confirmation of their authorizations, and then you as the advisor will receive an email letting you know that you've received an authorization. Let's go ahead and go right back to that trip we were working on. As you can see, when I've selected authorizations, we can see that $100 of that $150 has been authorized, $50 is remaining, and that second installment hasn't been authorized at all. We can view the credit card details just by selecting View Credit Card. If we want to put down the status of whether this was paid, we can mark it as paid, partial charge, expired, or we can choose to download the PDF. Let's go ahead and select Mark as Paid. And you can see now that the status has showed charged. But that's it. That is how you can utilize the invoicing feature in Travefy, so you are no longer having to juggle multiple tools or chase down payments. It's simple, secure, and built right into your workflow. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out to our team at professional@travefy.com and make sure to check out the rest of our Getting Started video guide.